Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, I want to talk about this story. They're calling her the Black Swan. She was a ballet she was a ballet dancer. She even did the Nutcracker. She was good. Like she was good. But anyway, she killed her husband and now she's on trial. But she said it was in self-defense. So, let's read this. And matter of fact, they only was dating when she met him. She was only dating him for like 13 days before they got married. So, what did they expect? Like, you don't know her, she don't know you. So let's see what they said. Okay. Prosecutor says Ballerina executed wealthy GOP donor husband because she wanted to be a single mom. She said it was self-defense. That's crazy. How you want to be a single mom? That's just dumb. How? You rather kill a wealthy man and be a single mom. That's dumb. Unless you got proof that, he was like beating on you or, something of that. So it says, a Florida ballerina is on trial for murder after prosecutors said she brutally executed her wealthy GOP donor husband because she wanted to be a single mom to their young daughter. Ashley Benefiel, 32, admits she killed 59-year-old Douglas Benefiel in the middle of a contentious custody battle in September 2020. But she contends that she feared for her life following years of abuse. She was in fear of her life when she was forced to shoot him. That's what she said. She said he was coming at her and she had to back him off and she shot him. This is what she said. But like I said, okay, she was in fear for her life and was forced to shoot him. Benefiel's attorney, Neil Taylor, told the jury during open statements Tuesday. Prosecutor says Doug was shot while facing away from her. That means she shot him in the back. Okay? Showing that Ashley killed him in cold blood. The case is about a woman who very early in her pregnancy decided she wanted to be a single mother. 13 days, what you expect? Like 13 days. You don't even know the guy, like for real though. He's 59 years old, you young, and now all of a sudden you want to be by yourself. Instead of just going to the right channels and get a divorce. Like, that's stupid. They said the case, okay. Assistant State Attorney Suzette O'Donnell argued she would stop at nothing to obtain that goal. She was adamant, y'all. She was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to pow him. Both sides admitted that the marriage between Doug and Ashley was broken beyond repair September 27, 2020, when police responded to a 911 call at Ashley's mother's home in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. First responders found Doug lying on a bedroom floor. He had been shot 3 times. Ashley told police that her husband had tried to attack her. Let me show y'all what she looked like, y'all. She looked mad young. Like, she looks really young. Like, for real. I mean, he looks older, but she looks very young. Look, yeah. She looks very young, right? She looks very, very young. Let me show you another picture. This is her now. She on trial, y'all. She on trial right now today. She look a mess. She a mess because she, you had to go through this. It's just stupid. Like, what you doing all this for? Okay, but the Manistee County Sheriff Office didn't buy it. They was like, no, we ain't having it, homie. We ain't feeling that. Detective found no evidence that she was acting in self-defense when she fired multiple shots at her husband. They said in an affidavit obtained by the Post, both based on entry wounds on Douglas, it does not appear that he was facing her when she began shooting. The affidavit read, it also does not appear that Douglas had any type of weapon or defensive or combative stand. Like, he wasn't like, trying to like, come at her or anything like that, He was not found to have any weapons on his purses or anything beside him. He had nothing, so she didn't have to shoot him. If I could see you bopped him in the head or something like that, but she went for the kill, y'all. Like, she wasn't playing no games. This is them when they got married. I don't know, they both look crazy to me. I'm gonna show you a video after I finish here, so y'all can see what's going on here. Ashley Benefield met Doug, a Navy vet and wealthy technology consultant who had started several businesses at a 2016 Republican Party fundraiser at the Palm Beach mansion of Ben Carson. Ben Carson. Ain't that the guy with Trump? That's the black guy with Trump, right? Ben Carson, right? 2 weeks later, the couple married. 2 weeks later. Ashley, a trained dancer who was only 24 years old, wanted to start her own ballet company. Doug funded the venture from his savings. He started it up for y'all. Ashley later gave birth to the couple's baby girl. Now she's 6. She's 6 years old now. But things soon went left. Doug started to run out of funds. You see, y'all had us thinking like she just crazy and she just shot him and that was it. No, the money ran out. That showed you she only wanted him for the money, like for real. Like, come on. The money ran out and all of a sudden you get crazy. Okay. The entire ballet company fell apart. The couple was soon embroiled in a contentious divorce, and they traded allegations of infidelity and abuse. Throughout their 4-year, they was only married for 4 years, y'all. 4 years. Wait, if they got married, it was married for 4 years. He was 59. Wait. Yeah, he was 59 and she was 24. She's only 28 now. Like, what the hell? Okay. That's weird. Okay. She claimed that he hit their dog so hard that he knocked the dog out. That Doug once shot a gun at the ceiling to shut her up, and then even tried to poison her. Now see, she's saying all of that, and if a person tried to knock my dog out, which I have a dog, knock my dog out, we're gonna have some problems. And you shoot a shotgun or a gun at the ceiling to shut me up, and you try to poison me. All that should be. I mean, the police. Definitely gonna have a sheet this long, like for real. Because I'm reporting all of this. Like, as you trying to do all, if you did all of that, like poison me and shooting guns, pow at me to shut me up. Come on, she has to have all that on documents. Like for real. This is just ridiculous. Poisoning her. But prosecutor told the jury on Tuesday that those allegations was part of a calculated strategy to gain sole custody of their child. Mm-hmm. A judge previously found no evidence of abuse by Doug. They found no evidence that Doug had ever hurt her. Because maybe she didn't report it. I don't know. But it does sound kind of fishy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman, and I'm not trying to go against her, but all of this just don't sound right because you got married within 2 weeks to know this 59-year-old billionaire. Millionaire, billionaire. Well, he must have been a millionaire because he got burnt. So, and the money ran out. So, you want to run out. It wasn't even long enough. 4 years. You know how fast 4 years go by like this. Boom. Boom. And evidently your ballet place wasn't making any money because even if he was financial strapped, if you are making money, you can like help him out. But it wasn't even about that because you already know what she was there for. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all see the video. I showed y'all what she looked like. I showed y'all what she looked like. She in court today. This is what she looks like again. She's in court. She's in court. So I'm gonna show y'all the video. All right, y'all. If y'all watch this to the end and watch the video, hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Just hit the button, okay? All right, y'all. Amen.
Seems like a fairy tale. A beautiful ballerina. Seen here, dancing in the Nutcracker for the Maryland Youth Ballet. Swept off her feet by a dashing older man. Married after only 13 days. Doug and Ashley Benefield seemed like they had it all. But less than 4 years later, Doug would be dead and Ashley charged with murder. Her trial in this Florida courtroom dubbed the Black Swan Murder Trial.
The only person standing in your way is you.
After the movie starring Natalie Portman.
Because of your ballet background, some people have labeled you the Black Swan.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
I think what it comes down to is that the Black Swan has a catchy ring and it sensationalizes my life and my situation. And so they ran with it. And it's sad to me that people who don't even know me have this idea of a monster when they think of me.
Doug and Ashley met in 2016 at a political event. They instantly connected despite their 30-year age difference. Doug was a recently widowed father to a teenage daughter, Eva. At her stepmother's trial, Eva testified about the early days of their romance.
They were just with each other all the time. It was very lovey-dovey. They never left each other's side.
Doug even reversed his vasectomy so he and Ashley could have a child together. But their whirlwind romance started to crumble. The ballet company they started together failed. Soon, their marriage fell apart.
Ms. Benefield was alleging that Doug had been violent toward her. She alleged that he had hit the dog, fired a gun into the ceiling. The biggest allegation was that he was poisoning her and their child in utero with heavy metals.
In text messages submitted as evidence, Doug admitted to shooting a gun in the home, writing, "I shot the gun. How many times did I tell you I was having a nervous breakdown?" And punching their dog after an argument about his daughter. "I punched the dog because you got me so mad, like you wouldn't stop about Eva. Always Eva." Ashley sat down exclusively with 2020 co-anchor Deborah Roberts just before her trial began.
How are you doing?
It depends on the moment. Yeah, there's good days and rough days, good moments and rough moments.
You haven't spoken out before. Why did you decide to talk now?
I'm really doing it for other people. Because I know I'm not alone in this. There are women all over the country, all over the world, who have gone through or are going through hard situations behind closed doors. Until you have been there, or it's someone that you know and care about, it's not something that you think about.
While pregnant with the couple's daughter, Ashley moved to Florida. Doug's former attorney testifying Ashley didn't tell Doug when she had the baby.
Gosh, we didn't know for a good 5 or 6 weeks after she was born.
He only found out when Ashley filed a restraining order.
And so on May 6th, I saw that Ms. Benefield had filed a petition for protection against domestic violence. And in that filing, there was, she identified the birth date of the child, as well as, I think, the child's name, which is the first time we learned about that, too.
Okay. In opening statements, prosecutors claiming Ashley wanted Doug out of her life so she could raise their daughter alone.
This case is about a woman who very early on in her pregnancy decided she wanted to be a single mother. When there was no other option, she shoots him and kills him and claims self-defense.
But Ashley's attorney countering that she was trapped in an abusive relationship.
Doug Benefield was a manipulative, cunning, and abusive man who absolutely insisted on control.
Doug's and Tommy also sitting down with 2020.
I'm here today to tell Doug's story because he's not here. We want to tell the truth. We want to acknowledge his flaws, his mistakes like he did, but we want him to be remembered for the great human man that he was.
Things came to a head on September 27, 2020. Doug was helping Ashley load a U-Haul at her mother's house. They were planning on moving to Maryland, with Doug living separately. According to court documents filed by the defense, Ashley says Doug struck her, hitting her on the side of her head, and then tried to keep her from leaving the room. The clinical psychologist who had previously evaluated Ashley and Doug testified.
When I saw her after the incident, there was edema, swelling on the side of her face.
Ashley claims she feared for her life and shot him multiple times in self-defense before running to her neighbor's house.
She's with me now, quite upset. The weapon is here. We need the police before her mother and the little girl gets back from the park. I don't want them to find it.
Now 32, Ashley choking back tears as jurors heard that 911 call.
She came in, she was quite hysterical. I didn't know who was banging on my door. Said that he attacked her and she shot him. They've been having trouble.
Doug's adult daughter, Eva, telling 2020 she doesn't believe it was self-defense.
If it was self-defense, why did she shoot multiple times? You know, if I was defending myself in a situation, I would shoot once and I wouldn't shoot to kill. I wouldn't take a life away.
In court, the medical examiner testified that the gun was fired from at least 3 feet away.
I determined the manner of death to be homicide.
No one is disagreeing that Doug Benefield died at the hands of another. The question is whether or not that death was justified by what Ashley Benefield perceived in that moment.
There was always this little thought in the back of my head that said Ashley's going to do something to him. Ashley's going to sabotage him somehow. So when that happened, I was obviously shocked, but that little voice in the back of my head said I was right. She did. She killed him.
Outside court, advocates for survivors of domestic violence have rallied around Ashley, including her mother and daughter Emerson, now 6 years old.
We want the truth. We want everything out there so people will see that Ashley is not guilty for what they say she is.
The prosecution rested their case today. The defense begins tomorrow.
The defense is going to put on witnesses and evidence to try to argue that she had reason to fear for her life based on the months and years of abuse.
The jury of 5 women and 1 man are expected to begin deliberating Ashley's fate next week.
You could possibly go to jail for a very long time.
It's a horrible reality. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Emerson's already been through a lot.
Okay, guys. Now, if she has records of Doug hitting her and, doing whatever he was doing, she might get away with this. Because he did send a text and said that he did shoot the gun in the house. And he said he did hit the dog. If he wrote the text. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. She might get away. She might get away with it. Maybe she really was being, hurt. But as long as they have evidence of her being abused by Doug or whatever, she's gonna get off. But if she doesn't have any evidence of him doing these type of, shooting guns, but it was in a text. And they were still living together. But it was kind of weird to me that when she shot him, the mother, remember she was at her mom's house. Her mother and her daughter went out. So when she ran to the neighbor's house, the neighbor said, "Can you hurry up and come before her mother and her daughter come back?" So I don't know, y'all. Let's hope that, he really did not, abuse her. But if he did abuse her, hey, it is what it is. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. All right. Peace.